Hello, everyone. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. Wonderful to be here with you this evening on this beautiful June evening. Hope the weather is nice where you are. And it's either good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. We are coming to you from Sarasota, Florida. Beautiful Sarasota. Very hot here. It is finally cooled down to about 82 and sunny at 8 p.m. So it was a little humid out there. So let's see who we have with us tonight. We have Robert. Hi, Robert. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Where are my comments not coming up again? Why is that happening to me? Okay, let me just do this. Hold on.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by as we resolve this issue.
Hi there. Sorry about that. I was trying to get to my comments. Once I hit the start thing, my page doesn't refresh anymore and I can't see who else is on here. So I apologize for that. Thank you for that little, we're experiencing technical difficulties, but I got right back. I'm sorry about that. That could be my computer sticking. I don't know. So we have Richard, we have Robert Myers. Thank you for your super sticker. Richard is here. Ruth Saltman. Nice to have you with us. Kim Hoffman. Hi, how are you? Let's see who else we have. I think that's who we have with us. Did I miss anybody? Let me just check. Okay, looks good. Looks like we got everybody. All right. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Going to do some crystal ball readings. And I have some cards from the Soul Helper Oracle deck. So I'll pull one of those for Robert. Our super sticker people will get that, as well as a little peek into the crystal ball. And if you're looking at the crystal ball, let's see, which way does this go? This way. If you see anything in there, you know, if you're seeing something in there, let me know. Put it in the comments, okay? Let's see. And on Rumble, if you're watching us on Rumble, we have a big Rumble audience. Thank you so much for looking out for all the Goldylocks Productions shows, for following us. I appreciate that so much. All of us do. If you are watching on YouTube, you can hit a like, share, and subscribe, please. If you're waiting for a reading, hit the like button. Always helps our numbers. Appreciate that. You can contribute to this show if you would like to. You're under no obligation, but if you'd like to, you can do that through super sticker here on YouTube. On Rumble, you can use my Venmo, which is Carolan Carey, Carolan Carey. Okay, so it's Carolan Carey, and I am your host, Carolan Carey. My website is carolancarey.com. And let's see, if you would like to check out my latest blog, if you'd like to book a reading, all of that. Okay, you can also listen to us on many audio platforms. We're probably on all of them: iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, all of those. So thank you for that. And if I get some, hi Kate, how are you? If I get some validation, hello Kavita, I will read them out so that you can hear them as well. So with that, without further ado, what else did I have to tell you? I think that's it. Let's see if we have any more comments. We got Kate on here. Thank you so much for your contribution to the show. And everybody's saying hello to each other. Okay. So let's see what's going on. I did not do a global prediction with a crystal ball for May. And I was busy. I was gotten into this Grizzlies Paranormal on Friday evenings on YouTube. I got into that group through via Kelly Jo Psychic. And I don't like to go, I've been on a panel on the show, but I just like to see what cases that they're bringing up. And every couple of weeks we have a new case to give psychic impressions on. So I've been doing that and just kind of seeing what everybody else gets, kind of seeing if I can do it. And so my findings are not that we're solving these cases, but we are trying to find out some details, maybe shine a new light on some of the clues. So that is on my website under blog, The Lighthouse. So if you look there, you can see all my blogs. I was going to do a crystal ball reading for June tonight before the show, but it took me a little bit longer to get cleaned up from being outside. So I didn't get a chance. So I guess I'll have to do it after. And I keep putting it off. May was an extremely volatile month globally. And the impression, and of course, I don't love seeing a lot of the things that I'm seeing. So I have to say, June, it looks like it's going to be topsy-turvy as well. So I'm going to look into that some more tonight. So anyway, I will post that on my website. You'll be notified. I guess on Facebook. It's on Facebook. I posted, Twitter. Oh, and you can watch us live on Facebook on the Psychic Medium of Sarasota, SRQ/Sarasota, on my page there. You can watch us live, or you can watch me live on Twitter, Carolan Carey. Okay. With all that said, so those are some new things going on. So our first two people up will be Robert and Kate. Okay, Robert, thank you so much for your patience. He's always the first one on early into the show, and he ends up waiting. Okay, so let me pull your card first. Let's see what we got. Release your creative energies. Release your creative energies. There you go, Robert. You've got some creative energies there. Release your creative energies and make use of them in your life. That's very true. Even though we're 9 to 5ing it, this could apply to our personal life, to our hobbies, to the things that we enjoy doing, the people we want to meet. If you want to meet somebody who's comfortable in the outdoors or likes the beach or the woods or the lake, excuse me, or fishing or horseback riding or just walking, little hiking, things like that, bring that into your personal life, that energy and your creative abilities into that, how to create and manifest something that you would like. Somebody who would be comfortable in that environment, because I feel that's what's coming up. Let's take a look at the, release your creative energies and make use of them in your life. And that means in all of your life, not just your work life, but, as I'm saying, your personal life, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and what you're looking forward to. Okay. Anything you want to create. So let's see what we got here. Keep meaning to clean this with some alcohol, and I haven't. So let's see what's going on. And again, if you see something in the crystal ball yourself, anything at all, whether it's a unicorn, a whale, a tree, put in the comments. Let's see what you're getting, okay? So scrying is crystal ball gazing. Scrying can be done with a crystal ball, with a magnifying glass, as Robin McIntyre told me. She's one of her show hosts as well. Tuesday evening, Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. You can also do it with a mirror. You can do it with a pan of water. You could do it by a lake. So anything that has that clear surface, that smooth surface that you can kind of gaze into. And you want your mind to shift into neutral so that you can kind of see what's coming in. Crystal ball, and a crystal ball does not have to be this size. Actually, I probably would prefer one I could hold in my hand that you could look into. So, anything that you find that you're comfortable with, try it and see what happens. Okay. So let me put all that aside and take a look at what's wrong for Robert. Okay. I'm seeing a 2-lane highway here. 2-lane highway. That's a regular road, right? With the yellow stripe, 2 lanes. North, south. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And I see kind of driving, Robert, like very relaxed, like with my wrist on the steering wheel, very relaxed. Could even be you're dreaming of a convertible, or you're dreaming of something red, a little sportier, something that rides well. You're kind of just like driving, taking in the scenery. I see pine trees on both sides of the road. Seems like you're taking a little trip. And I think you're thinking, boy, this would be really nice with a companion, somebody who would enjoy this beautiful scenery as well. So I feel that you're putting that into your mind, on your wish list, your bucket list, what you would like to do. I've described a woman to you before. Now, I also have a dark-haired girl here. Now, I'm wondering if this is a spirit person, because the lady that I saw you maybe matching up had like a strawberry blonde or a brown with blonde in it. Blonde, a lot more blonde than brown. That's who I see. And I can see her pretty perfectly well. This other gal, I'd say looks around 30-ish. And she's fair-skinned, I think light eyes, like blue or green, and dark hair. Very attractive gal. And I feel very sisterly towards her, if I am you. So I am seeing this lady. Could be an aunt. I'm wondering who this is for you, Robert. Let me know if she seems familiar to you. Attractive gal. Could be a co-worker or something like that. Could be a friend. So let me get back to the trip a moment. I'm also getting the state of Maine, so I don't know if that's meaningful to you at all. Like I feel like northeastern Maine, New England, going up to the coast, New York. I'm going up the coast, feeling a rocky coast. That would be the northeastern and on the Atlantic. That's the impression that I get. I'm going through the woods first, so I'm traversing inland, and then I'm going out to the East Coast, perhaps. So I'm wondering if that's a trip for you. I forget what state you're in. I'm also seeing a Thanksgiving turkey here. So that Thanksgiving, I think, is significant. Either was a really treasured holiday in your family, or there's something significant, a birth, an anniversary, something like that around that. Could also be signaling a very happy Thanksgiving amongst people that you enjoy. So it could be, what do they call that? A Friendsgiving? It could be something like that. So thank you, Robert, for joining us. All good things. And we're approaching the fall. The summer, you're kind of cruising. The fall, we're approaching, and something about a legend. I want to talk about a legend. Something about a legend is significant. And I also feel that there is a change in the pattern, a transfer, something, promotion, something towards the end of the year going into 2024. So thank you, Rob, for joining us. Appreciate you. Okay, let's see what else we got. What new comments we have. Robin, hi, I was just talking about you. How are you? Okay, let me get back up to Kate. Kate, wonderful to have you with us tonight. Where's her sticker? There she is. Okay. So let me pull. Leave your usual social circles behind. Seek out true companions. There you go. Should have given that to Robert. I hope you can see that card. It looks like two foxes. Excuse me. Yeah, two foxes. Leave your usual social circles behind and seek out true companions. I kind of see you, Kate, being a little fed up. I feel like I'm fed up with something. A situation, a person, a thing. I'm fed up is what I get. I also want to say monarch. So I don't know if we're referring to the monarch butterfly, monarch as a place, something monarch. I assume it's a butterfly. But that's what I get here. So I don't know if butterflies or monarch is particularly important to you or significant. I also feel like you're shuffling. Like as I'm sitting here, I feel like you're kind of antsy, like shuffling things. Like I'm putting this here, I'm putting this here, I'm moving this, I'm doing that. Not happy with that, not happy with this, moving that. There feels like an irritation, like there's a prickly sense. And I think that is predicates movement. I mean, I think that means for you, that is movement. That means you're going to handle something. Not happy with this aspect. So I'm getting a little jittery and I'm moving it around. I might be pushing it to the back of the closet or moving it to the back of the shelf, but I'm going to deal with that. And when I do, it's going to be a whole different ball game for me. That's what I feel. So I don't know if this is a person, a situation, a job, a thing. I'm not sure what this is, but it's kind of irritating, which is unusual because I don't feel that in your personality, but you're kind of getting, if it's irritating you, it must really be bad. So I feel like you're going to do something about it. So let's see what we have coming here. I see a rainy day and I want to say hot chocolate. And I feel like I'm kicking back and I'm looking out the window and I have a book. I'm reading a book, which is kind of transporting me into someplace that's, and I'm saying to myself, boy, I'd really like to visit that place. And it feels very either Middle Eastern. I feel like kind of Middle Eastern feeling, maybe pyramids or something like that. I kind of feel Egypt, Jerusalem, something. I feel kind of like Middle Eastern. Like I want to visit that for some reason if I am you. Or there's something about that that is attracting me. Something to see there. There's also water there. Is this Galilee? I don't know. It's a body of water. So I'm looking at that. I didn't think I was at the Mediterranean, but I feel more Middle Eastern. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's going on the bucket list. Now, I don't know if you're in a romance or if you're in a marriage or romance, but I do feel holding hands. I do feel either the word I'm getting, a reconciliation. Somebody's feelings were hurt. But I do feel like a reconciliation. I do feel like a friendly holding hands, like tolerating. I don't know where this is going to go. That would be up to you. So I don't know if this is a new relationship or one that had to be repaired. But I do see holding hands. I also want to remind you about a seagull. I was going to say jewelry. I have someone in the spirit world talking about a seagull. This is a what do you call those things? I forget now. Not a butterfly, dragonfly. This would be like a seagull. It reminds me of this. It has wings and Jonathan Seagull. And I'm trying to think, is there a piece of jewelry with a seagull in it, on it, or is there something about a seagull? Because I feel like I'm mixing jewelry and a symbol. And I also feel a feather. I feel like there's a feather around talking to you and saying, hey, it's going to be okay. So I don't know if that has dropped at your feet, if it's been on your car, but I feel like you're like, okay, I think this is a sign. I think I'm going to live through this. So let me know, Kate, if this works for you. And I have a lot of lavender. I'm into purple tonight. I have a purple shirt and blue vest. I feel that these two colors are very creative and healing for you. I feel a very warm lavender, silky feeling coming from the other side for you. And I have an older woman in spirit who is sending this to you. And I have the smell of cookies, of course. Grandmother's baking cookies. That goes without saying. Maybe not all, but this one in particular. And I have a cat here. So I hope that you can take this message. Let me know, Kate, if any of that is applicable to you. Love to hear what you have to say about that. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate you. Okay. Where are Linnell is here. Hi, Linnell. Nice to have you with us. Thank you for your super sticker. Let's see what we have for Linnell. A partnership. A partnership for the new age. A partnership for the new age, Linnell. It's time to welcome it. So I don't know if you're looking for a partner business-wise or a partner romance-wise. Let's take a look. I get, if it's romance, I get you as being, understandably so, a little suspicious. You're like, yeah, okay. I think like how I would be. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, okay. But I honestly feel that. I feel like you're saying, yeah, okay. It's not for real. Don't care. On your book, your not bucket list, on your list of attributes that you would like to see if it is a romantic partner, they have to have a wicked sense of humor. Otherwise, forget about it. And I think the ideal relationship for you, he doesn't have to be drop dead gorgeous, but he's got to be damn funny. And in a wicked sense, like maybe even a dry sense of humor. And I do get that because you're like kind of slapstick. The partner would have to be like a dry sense of humor to kind of balance it, I think. I think that's what you're looking for. That's the most important thing. Doesn't have to be gorgeous. He doesn't have to be filthy rich. He's got to have a genuine heart and a great sense of humor. So that's what I see you looking for. Let's see what we got. I have a gentleman in mind. Now, I hope this is not someone currently in your life. I feel a gentleman, okay? And you're going to be like sort of with your guard up, okay? So we got my guard up. I'm like, but you can it's sort of like a chance meeting, and something is just so damn funny. I don't know if it's a takeout place and he drops his 24-ounce gulp soda all over the place, or something silly like that, or he blows up a taco in the microwave or something. It's just laughable, and you're both standing there giggling away. It's like it's ridiculous. Okay, it's just a ridiculous scenario, and it cracks both of you up. That I see. And this gentleman is a little bit, either he buzzes his hair, which I think he does. He's got hair, but it's buzzed short. He's not extremely tall, but he's about your height, I would say, maybe even a little scoot shorter. And he's a little broad. He's not fat, but he's not thin. So I would say he likes what he eats. He likes to eat. He likes to cook. So he's not he's not skinny. Let me put it that way. But he's built. He's okay. I'm going to say what I'm getting from Walter is he's robust. He's robust. I like that. Thank you. Like Walter would say to me, she's a full-figured gal or she's buxom. This gentleman is robust. Okay. And I see fishing tackle behind him. So I think he likes to fish. And you don't mind that either. As long as you're out on the water, you don't really care what happens. But I feel paddling, paddle boards or kayaking, something like that. And he laughs because him getting into one is a joke and a half, he says. Because he's like I said, he's no featherweight, but he's not obese or anything, but he's no featherweight. So he has to gingerly get into boat craft, okay? But he likes to be on the water. He has a very good sense of humor. This is a previous business owner or still business owner, so I feel financially stable. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't think he's worn a tie in 20 years and could care less, but he's got some money in the bank. So, and I do get that he likes to play poker once in a while. Do get that. And maybe like a little, he's not a drinker, but maybe like a little, maybe a beer once in a while. But if he was playing cards, he would probably have a little scotch on the rocks. He's mostly non-drinking, non-alcoholic is mostly him. Okay. something about boating too, because I see him with the ropes, boat ropes, and like nodding. So he might have a yacht or a boat or something, or sailboat or something. Okay. So good luck on that. Let's hear that. Let's see what you say. Picking up on the water. Okay. Hi, Destiny. Linnell says giggling already. And she said, I'm with you. And she loves that. Okay. Let me see what Kate has to say. Kate says, I'm often fidgeting and moving things around. It drives people crazy. Of course, they could never find anything. I do feel slightly fed up with some people at the minute. I'm not in a relationship, so I'm not sure. Okay. There is maybe a previous relationship or a new relationship misunderstanding. Okay. Maybe you didn't realize his intention. So there is a reconciliation. Okay. Or there could be a reconciliation with someone else. But I feel a gentleman holding your hand in all earnestness. Okay. So I feel that there is someone to meet. And the fidgeting and moving things around is anxiety, of course. And that will slow. I think when your soul is happier, that will slow down. Okay. Let me see where I am. All right. Where am I? Get back up to thank you, Linnell, for joining us. Thank you for your super sticker, everyone. Richard Riddle, hi. My nose is running. Richard Riddle. What do I have for Richard Riddle? Richard Riddle. The four-leaf clover here. So someone is either of Irish heritage or is sending you good luck, Richard. And I think, remember the other day was a Tuesday that I had brought up that red scarf. I feel like I'm seeing a gentleman in a tux with a red scarf and a top hat. And I'm wondering if this is a magic show, a magician, a master of ceremonies. I'm wondering what this is. Could this be a play part for you? A part that, a play that you're going to act in, but it's not going away. So I do see that. And I get the four-leaf clover, and I feel that's from the spirit world. I feel like if I'm you, I have new boots or I'm thinking about new boots because I'm either trying them on. These are work boots. Might have something to do with work. Maybe it's a work requirement. Steel-toed boots or something. I don't know if you drive a forklift. I feel you manning either a forklift or a small bulldozer. Could you be loading trucks, small trucks with mulch or something? I don't know. Or dirt, soil. I feel if I'm you, I'm moving things from one place to another here. And as I've mentioned before, I feel like somebody tapping you on the shoulder and saying, we'd like to, you might be interested. There is a higher position that I think that you might be good at. You have like an analytical portion of your brain, like an ADD, ADHD, however you say it. And I don't mean that to be insulting. I mean that as a compliment. I feel as though your brain works in a certain way, Richard, that things are, either compartmentalized. It's a different way of seeing things and storing them. That's what I see. Now, I don't know if this is true or I'm just hallucinating here, but that I feel like there's definitely a different pattern of organization within you. You think differently. And that ability is very good. It's very positive. So I feel that you get along very well with people. I think quiet, nice demeanor. And, but I think there is more for you. And of course, the acting, which is fabulous, allows you to step outside of yourself. And you do that so well. So I see more of that coming your way, Richard. And a very nice friendship coming. I feel as if there's a fun friendship coming. Now, it may not be romance, but it could be like a best buddy. It could be male or female. And I feel like someone to hang with, someone who gets you. It's all I see is a lot of laughter with this person and people around you, like really cracking jokes, really funny. And of course, I see the singing, which is your karaoke entertainment that you like to go do. And so it may be someone through that. So, Richard, thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Ruth is the show host of the Transformational Soul. I was going to say inspirational. Transformational Soul. Wednesday evenings. So nice to have the other co-hosts on here, show hosts on here. Great show. Ruth is a prolific author and designed oracle cards. She's a very interesting teacher, as far as I consider her a teacher. And her books are very informative and get right to the point. She's a practical spirituality. I love her. RuthSaltman.com. Ruth. So we had seen you being on some panels and stuff, and something like that has come true for you. A more prolificness in the books, a different direction. Very creative. Ruth has her own craft shows and shop and stuff like that. So please check out her website. She makes a lot of things, particularly for the holidays, and does a great job. Partnership, teaching ability, a speaking engagement about your books or a book signing. I think we have seen this before. I do see that is very possible here. And it's very awkward. You're kind of awkward. Like, you're like, oh my God, people are actually here to see me or meet me. And people want to meet you. And you're like, what? And talking about it could be like at a community college, or it could be, something like that, where you're a speaker, could be a women's club, could be something like that. And your books are there and you're signing them. Could be Barnes and Noble, could be something like that. But I feel like it's more like if a friend has invited you to this women's group or senior group or spirituality group, metaphysical group, something like that. So I think you're going to have the opportunity to speak about what you have been through, what you write about, and what your books, how your books help people. So I think it's going to be wonderful for you. So I love that for you. Okay. Thank you, Ruth, for joining us, as always. Okay. Where am I? Kim Hoffman. I feel a division, some kind of division here, Kim, is what I'm saying. I'm seeing like a divided highway, I think, to give me that division. With Robert, I see 2 lanes. With you, I see 2 on each side and a divider, like a medium going down. So, and a lot of traffic. So I feel like I'm in your brain. Like I have signals going. I also feel there's a trip, probably a driving trip involved, going from A to B. I don't know why I'm doing there, or B to A. I need to go there to pick up something. I'm doing that. I'm seeing a big bird here, and I was going to say a raven. So raven might be one thing, but I also have a big hawk here, a big, like, I think they call them red shoulder hawks. So I feel like a hawk is significant here. and it may be in something that maybe a totem or something like that for you. A hawk may be significant for you. And I see something about children, older children, not babies, like older children, like celebrating a job with them or graduation or something like that. A kind of a reunion feeling here. And if I'm looking for a job, if I am you and I'm looking for a job, if I'm interviewing for a job or I'm looking at something, there's something that's kind of, I get the word solo, that I can do solo. So I don't know if it's working at home, but a bookkeeping job or something. There's something where I'm independent and I have a certain amount of work I have to get done, and I'm good with that. I don't have a lot of interaction, which I prefer if I am you. And I prefer that myself. So there you go. That's what I see for you coming up. I also feel a significant change in 2024. And I think there was a health concern, which I think it's manageable. Okay. So I wonder if any of that is, if you can take any of that, please let me know. Thanks for joining us, Kim. Appreciate it. Okay. Kavita, how are you, dear? Kavita. Lovely pictures from Portugal. What a wonderful trip you had. I feel like postcards from the edge kind of feeling. I don't mean the mental health issue. I meant like I think you're going to get further postcards from some people that you have traveled with. Like, here, now I'm here. I went to Portugal with you. Now I'm over here, kind of dropping a line. I feel was there an anniversary already? If I recall, I'm getting the word anniversary from the other side. So I think they were referring to your parents. Your parents had an anniversary, I think. So they're bringing they're bringing that up for a special anniversary. So I'm getting that. I see you waiting in a specialist office, and I'm getting this. So we're talking about this again. Now, for some reason, I'm getting that I don't know if that syndrome has anything to do with the pineal gland, with what builds up, the crystals that build up in there. But I feel like I'm having a discussion with someone about this. If I am you, that's what I'm saying. I also see a possible medication for something with the eye. I feel like a possible refillable, not injection, but some kind of medication. Let's look at your you just announced in June that you're having an art show, correct? It might be a partially drizzly day, but I don't think it has to go to the rain date. I think it's going to be okay weather-wise, and I do see people interested. I feel like a combination of things going on at this, more than one thing for sale. Okay. So I don't know if other vendors are joining you or there's something else to be sold there. I do feel an appreciation for your work. So I think that means that there will be some sales and getting the word out. Let's see what else we have. I have to give you these two sentences that I was just getting here. How did they put that? Yes, it's true. It's coming. And don't, keep the faith. Don't give up hope. I'm getting that big marlin or that fish again. I'm getting that, which to me signifies a restaurant. It looks like walking into a restaurant. This is what I would see over the doorway. I believe it's a restaurant or a yacht club or something. There's big fish, could be a marlin. And I feel like I'm, Long Island-y. That's where I feel. A casual kind of event or hanging out. And I want to say something about a visitor. I don't know why I'm saying that, a visitor. So, Kavita, I hope that is helpful to you. Let me know if any of that applies. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad to have you back. Robin. Robin. Oh, it was you that told me about the magnifying glass. That's what I thought. You have to do yours too, Robin. You got your crystal ball. I don't mind. You're not hurting me. Believe me. I encourage everybody to, especially since you had such a gifted mother, you would, as soon as you feel settled, please don't hold back on my account. Please don't do that. So what am I getting? I didn't know how to do this. I still don't know what I'm doing. What am I getting for Robin? The word that I get, and I appreciate your mom coming in and giving me songs during readings and stuff. She's responsible for that because I never did that before. So she's responsible for that. Robin and her mother was a great music lover. And what was I getting here for you? Independence. The word that I get for you is independence. So I think that's coming for you. And I feel like the word that I'm getting, Robin, is finagling. Sometimes we have to do that, right? I feel like I have to finagle a few things around to get what I need. And if I am you, I also see a U-Haul. Okay. And I see potted plants going in the back of it. And I get, so I'm not, I don't know if we're talking about this month, this year, or July, but I kind of get that JU kind of feeling. And I also get kind of insidious. Yeah, that's the word I want. Insidious, right? Insidious. Like a bit at a time until the U-Haul shows up. So I feel like I'm kind of, bringing some stuff over little by little, so it's not really that noticeable kind of feeling. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but this is the way that you feel you need to do it. You know what I'm talking about. And then one day the U-Haul shows up. Now this would be a temporary situation, maybe 6 months to a year. I feel by 2024, there's a big difference. And I do feel as though I would be subletting. If it's a house, I may be subletting to a girlfriend, a daughter, something like that. So I would be able to do this because I have someone else who's kind of in the same boat. So I don't know if this is a daughter or a friend. I feel a friendship here. So I feel as though we can split expenses and it will be manageable. And it's nothing great fancy, but it's clean and it's safe and it's quiet. And I think that is good for you. And I do see the little girl there visiting or being there. So I do see that. And I see a lot of this, a lot of working. And this, I see a lot of this, Robin, and it's, so it may be at a regular place, which is maybe 15 minutes away, maybe once a week, once a month, something like that. I do see you doing that, and I encourage you to do that as often as you can. I know that the 9 to 5s, the painting and all that, you have a lot of business going on, but I do see you doing this, okay? And I know you said you got yes and no. I missed your show the other night. I'm so sorry. You got yes and no tokens. And I want to say I am seeing gold coins from your mother. So I don't know if they're gold coins, meaning financially okay for or coming to you, or you would be using gold coins in some way. So I'm going to pass that on to you, Robin. I hope that makes sense. And the song that I'm getting, this is one of my favorites. I mean, I stop dead in the supermarket when I hear this. Is Sailing by Christopher Cross. One of my favorites. Sailing away. So that's the song that I get for you, Robin. I hope that you can take that. Okay, where am I? Oh, okay, Kim. Thank you for that. Robertson, Pennsylvania. Okay, so I see you driving. That would make sense. I lived in Bushkill, Pennsylvania. Well, my daughter through college. That was an experience. God bless you. Driving Pennsylvania, the roads are like, oh my God. So I could see you doing that long drive, yes, to the coast. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so maybe a vacation spot. Okay, we got Linnell, we got Richard. Destiny, hi, hon. How are you? Destiny. Hi, everyone. Destiny. Why do I have... I'm getting a Bengal tiger. I'm being told this is a Bengal tiger that I'm seeing. So does this mean, is that a totem for you, Destiny, or is that meaningful to you, or are you going to the circus? Don't know. Beautiful animal jumping. So I don't know what that means. Maybe a trip to Africa. Don't know. Safari. And I'm seeing a child's small little sailboat on the water. This is it looks like a child's sailboat to me. So I don't know what that signifies, but that's what I'm getting. Looks like an old-fashioned toy kind of thing. And I feel very antique-y, Destiny. So I feel like I'm going someplace. I don't know if you had a family member that had antiques, or you've been nosing around antique shops, or you have an interest in that. But I feel being there. I feel that. And I can see that. I can see you poking and looking around in this place, and it's old furniture and old farm equipment out, on the walls, like hoes and rakes and stuff. I don't know why I'm seeing that. I also want to talk about cotton. I'm getting a little cottontail, but I feel like cotton. I feel like looms and cotton sheets and raising cotton plants. Something about cotton here. And a pen. I feel a very special pen and a journal for you. So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're writing things down, that you're getting impressions or what you think, or your bucket list, or what you think you should be working on. So I get that impression. Okay. All right. What else we got? Talking about bucket lists, we've added a trip location, added another destination to our bucket list, Destiny. If I am you. Okay. Let's see. Let me know if that works for you, Destiny. Oops. Let's see if she has a question. Kate says some of her family are currently away on holiday near a large river, so maybe that's where you were picking up the water. Hi, Veronica. Oh, Veronica says, hi, Carolan. I just tuned in and saw a hand waving in the crystal ball, then realized it was a reflection. How are you, Veronica? Good to have you with us tonight. Oh, Lord. Let me get Veronica. So, Destiny, let me know if that works for you. Oh, Richard Riddle says he saw an audition for Pride and Privilege. Pride and Prejudice? Something like that, right? Maybe that's it, Richard. Okay. Veronica. Yeah, you can see me wave my hands around, right? Feel very tropical with you. I have banana trees. I feel, if I'm you, Veronica, so I don't know if that's, I would assume Australia has similar weather to Florida in some areas, certain times of the year. So I see that. I see like a tiki bar kind of huts kind of place. And something is pulled from the water there. I don't think you're particularly known for your seashells, but maybe like shark's teeth or coins from shipwrecks or something. And this area that you go to is known for something that is pulled from the water. And I don't mean like fish. I mean like something, a thing, a tangible thing that people go there. It could be like detectorists or scuba diving for a particular thing, gold coins or shipwrecks or something. Maybe that's what I'm getting. But there's something that is pulled from the waters there. So I don't know if this is a place near you that you visit or someplace you're planning on visiting. I have a beautiful rug here, something that's been loomed somewhere. It's beautifully handmade. Peru, maybe something like that. I see something of yours or something that you want to get or something that you have. It's either a wrap, a rug, a blanket, but it is hand kind of loomed. It's handcrafted. So I'm wondering if that's something you're looking at or something that you own. Something about tiki. I get the wood, tiki wood. So I have this big salad bowl here, big wooden bowl. I call it a salad bowl. I'm looking for one myself. I don't know why. It's, it's not like I entertain a lot or anything, but it'd be nice to have a nice size wooden bowl. So I see that for you. I see like a lot of tiki. I don't know why I keep getting that. Maybe that's a destination, a place to go out to dinner, a place to visit where there's scuba diving, something like that. So let me know. I also have a kangaroo here. So, and I also get the words petting zoo. So I have a kangaroo and of course, Australia. And I have some other animals as well. I also feel like a donkey or a mule, ostrich, stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm at a petting zoo or this is in your locale. Let me know, Veronica. Thank you for joining us tonight. Glad to have you. Okay, where am I? I am at 8:54. See if I have any feedback. Kim says, Raven is my spirit animal, and hawks are higher spiritual learning. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Kavita said, yes, my parents had an anniversary recently. Oh, Bobby on Rumble is watching and would like a message if you have time. Okay. Hey, Bobby, thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know if this is a female Bobby or a male Bobby. It really doesn't matter. But I feel like I'm looking at green. I don't know if I'm looking at green eyes or green is my favorite color. But I'm looking at that. It's very striking. I feel a male energy around this Bobby. So I don't know if Bobby is a male or there's a big male presence around that person. What do I see coming? Musical notes here. So I'm wondering if I'm looking at a career or a passion in music, if that's important to me, if I sing or if I play an instrument. And I also see something, I want to say garden party, but I don't know if you've been invited to a garden party, you've attended a wedding, you've been invited to play an instrument or went to hear something. but I feel like an outdoor tent, gazebo kind of feeling, lovely flowers and shrubs around, and I hear music. So I'm wondering what this is. Let me know if that works for you. And I also have this like pointer thing. I'm having trouble guessing whether it's like a teacher's pointing stick or a cue stick. I'm a pull for pool. I'm not sure which this is, but I have this. I think it's for a teacher, and I feel like I'm pointing. So I don't know if you were in education, going to school, or a teacher, pointing something out, teaching other people. I don't know what this is about, Bobby. I'm also talking about a ring. I have somebody's ring. Could be from the spirit world. I have somebody's ring. Okay. So, and I have a gentleman in spirit. I feel like I have a gentleman in spirit. He's talking about this, something about rings. Okay. So, Bobby, I hope you can take that. Let me know. I'm just about to end. I have a few more comments. Thank you so much for joining us on Rumble. We appreciate you. And let me know if that works for you. Kavita. Interesting about the pineal gland. I'm doing healing with a new scientifically based technology that repairs the pineal gland, and I'm having an art show on Saturday. Great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kavita, and good luck to you with that, with both things. That's cool. And here is Super Space Cookie. Hi, Sarah. Okay. Robin says she's thinking about a crystal ball. Robin says, wow, those are things that I'm doing. It would be less stressful. Wow, she says, Robin says, you were amazing. And I just picked up, I can hold a coin before your show. I'm going to put it in my box of charms. Okay. Gold coin. Great. Great. Okay. Oh, your sister in spirit, Robert. Okay. Well, she's all grown up now, my dear. And she says she's a nosy Nelly. She's trying to keep an eye on you. And she's going to pick a woman for you because you're not too good at it. So I'm going to share that for you. Veronica says, not tropical where I am, where I live, but a lot of palms, etc. looks tropical. Okay. All right. We have Spiritual Message Circle this coming Saturday. So I hope you join us for that. $20. You get readings from everybody. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. Let me get to Sarah. Sarah's my last person. I got just enough time. Oh, Sarah, the flowers are beautiful. The herbs are beautiful. I have a boundary of things like marigolds and stuff around this small plot area. Not small, but, you know, containable plot area to keep away the bugs and some other things. And I see some herbs growing. I see chives. I see fennel, rosemary. There's a rosemary plant over here. I see basil. I can see some sage. You see things like that. I'm also growing, I feel like string beans, stuff like that is over here. And trying to connect with nature. I always see a strong, what do you call that? That they put in fields to scarecrow, to scare the birds away. I always get that around your plot that you're planting. And I want to remind you, whoops, I'm at the hour, that there is a beautiful rose bush in the back, either going to be planted, you're going to plant it, or you already have it and it's blooming. I want to remind you of that. And so thank you so much for being here, Sarah. Appreciate you. Veronica says, you're looking at my untidy house again. I have lots of rugs I make and a wooden handcrafted African bowl in the corner. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, I think we got everybody. Thank you, Sarah, so much for joining us. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, everybody. Richard, Robert, Linnell. Great time. Kavita, thank you so much for all being here. See if you can join us. Kate, nice to have you. Kim, nice to have you. Wonderful to have you with us tonight. Thank you. See if you can join us this Saturday, 8 p.m. Good night now.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.